Boom shakalaka. Welcome back to the Austin Automates YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you start to finish how to set up and launch your very first database reactivation campaign using HighLevel. A buddy of mine reached out not too long ago and he was like, "Hey, Austin, I took on this dental client. They want to do database reactivation. I don't know how to set it up." So I walked him through and we set up this exact same campaign. And within 7 days, he was able to book 14 appointments. And I think over the month, he ended up booking like some 30 something appointments, setting this up. And they only had a database of about 400 people. Now, full disclosure, this training is inside of my Skool community, GHL Blueprint, and you might see me reference a couple of things. If you don't need any additional information, like with A2P, dedicated sending domain, all of that, and you just want to go straight to the build out, fast forward to like minute 6. But if you do need help with the additional trainings that you're going to see me reference, go ahead and jump inside of GHL Blueprint. The link should be in the description below. Whether or not you need extra help, we would love to have you inside of there. But again, like I said, by the end of this, you're going to see how we were setting up database reactivation campaigns, and we didn't even have AI and all of that. We just kept it super simple. So here it is. Here's the complete build out, start to finish. And if you get any value from this, please right now, take 2 seconds, just hit the subscribe button and let's dive right in. All right. So this right here is my database reactivation checklist. Obviously, you are going to need a HighLevel account. If you do not have a HighLevel account, if you go to the start here and you get your HighLevel account set up through my link, I will actually give you this snapshot. I'll give you the automations. I'll give you a whole bunch of other stuff. We get into that at a different time. So this right here is the database reactivation checklist. Like I said, you do need a HighLevel account. First thing you need to get set up, and again, I'm not going to go through a lot of these because a lot of these are inside of the Skool classroom. So if you go to classroom and you go to the basic HighLevel setup, a lot of this, what I'm going to show you right now is right there. So get your dedicated sending domain set up. You're going to want to get that set up if just in case you're sending out emails. A lot of businesses you work with, they're going to want to send out emails. So just get that set up just in case. If they only want to send text messages, then you don't have to do that. Then you do need to get your A2P verification complete inside of your HighLevel account. Again, there is a video inside of the Skool that shows how to get your A2P verification complete. And I haven't decided whether or not yet, but this snapshot that I'm building out, I probably will put the stuff, everything needed inside of it to get A2P verified. And so I might just be giving that snapshot away, but we will see. The next thing you do after you get A2P verified is you're going to need to buy a phone number because your database reactivation campaign is going to be going out through text messages. And so you're going to need a phone number. Then you're going to want to go into your HighLevel account and you're going to want to set yourself up as a user. So go to your HighLevel account, hit settings, hit my staff, and make sure that you are a user. If you're an admin user, go to the agency view and then go through that process. I'm going to block this out real quick while I do that. All right, I just went and made sure that I was a user. We'll use that in the future. The next step is you're going to want to get contacts onto a spreadsheet and or get contacts collected. So wherever a lot of times your clients will have, or businesses will have their data already in a database, or they'll have it on a spreadsheet. You need to get it on a spreadsheet and you need to get it into HighLevel. Again, go inside of the Skool classroom and importing contacts. I show you step by step how to actually do that and get that set up. So get the contacts on a spreadsheet, get them all collected, and then you have to turn it into a CSV and get them uploaded into HighLevel. And then get the snapshot uploaded. So if you do have a snapshot and you're watching this, then now is the time where you would actually go and load that snapshot into HighLevel. All right, so the next thing I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to create the database reactivation workflows. I'm actually going to start with creating a pipeline. So I do want to have a pipeline set up. Again, this is going to be a little bit different for different cases, but I'm going to come here, go to opportunities. I'm going to go to pipelines, create new pipeline, and I'm going to hit. So we're going to call this, let's just call this database reactivation. Stage name, DBR, message number 1 sent to DBR, message number 2 sent. This is just to have a pipeline. We might expand onto that. We might not. Okay, so now we created a pipeline. Again, we might add on to that in a little bit. All right, so now we're going to create the database reactivation workflow. Okay, so what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to go to automations here and we are going to create, let's create a folder. We're going to call this database reactivation. Reactive send DBR message number one. Add tag. This is a little hack is that tag like what they do. So if I add something to it, I'm going to then put it in the headline because I want to be able to come to my workflows. I want to be able to see from the title exactly what it's doing. So right now it's send DBR message number one, add tag DBR. So what we're going to do is we are going to set up an SMS and we're going to set up our very first message. Now, when it comes to database reactivation, you don't always have to have an offer. Sometimes just sending a message that says, hey, first name, we're here. Do you want to come in? Sometimes that works. I've seen DBR campaigns with massage therapists where they just send out mass blast their message and they say, hey, Austin, your massage therapist has some openings this week. Would you like to schedule an appointment? I've seen hair salons do that. Hey, you're a hairstylist. They have some openings this week. Would you like to set up an appointment? Setting up a DBR campaign doesn't have to be something where you have to have this incredible offer that they need to. Now, when you do have an offer, it does happen to up the response rate quite a bit. So what I like to do is I like to start my very first message to the list is just hey, we're here. Are you still interested? So this one would be for dentist. Hey, contact first name. This is Austin with ABC Dentistry. It want I mean, we could, wanted to reach out and say Happy New Year. Would you like to schedule your annual teeth cleaning? All right, so what I'm going to do, again, because I'm going to be using just a workflow for this, I'm going to hit save. And I'm going to label this, would you like annual teeth cleaning? You can prompt them to say yes or no. This actually has helped keep people from opting out because they just respond no instead of stop. Or you can just leave it like that. And then I'm going to save. So then I add the first message and then I have to add a wait period and then a wait for contact to reply. And you're going to select that text message, save. They're going to send them this text message and then it's going to sit here in the wait. And we can even label that wait for reply, save. And then I'm going to do an if or else where this one says yes. And this is contact replied message contains yes. Now, there are some people that like to set up like positive intent. You could set up very specific words inside of this, but for just to keep it simple, we're just going to put yes. And then we're going to hit a branch that says no. Contact replied message contains the word. In a perfect world, we send a message that says, hey, Happy New Year. Do you want to schedule your free, would you like to schedule your annual teeth cleaning? They say yes, they say no. If the response contains neither of those, it's going to go to this condition here, which this is where I like to actually put a wait period. And let's do 3 days. 3 days. But what I do set up is an internal notification to send me a message that says someone replied to DBR campaign and it was not a yes or a no. So that this way I can actually, not camping. So that this way I can go in and I can know, I can get notified, assign user, Austin, awesome. This way I can get notified, someone replied, and I know that, okay, I should probably go check on that. Because if they didn't say yes or they didn't say no, they may have asked a question and then I could get notified or the front desk person would get notified. A lot of times we sent out the message and it would say, "Hey, did you want to schedule your annual teeth cleaning?" And they were like, "Is it okay if I call?" Or when would be the best time for me to set that up? Or can I set that up for this a specific time? And that's when it's important to set that internal notification up for the, again, we're not using AI or anything right quite yet, but this is how we set it up. So if it's not a yes, it's not a no, then I would get a notification that, hey, this person needs to be reached out to. When it was a yes, if I said, hey, would you like to schedule your teeth cleaning? They say yes, then we would send an SMS that says, excellent. Our office will give you a call to schedule an appointment. When is the best time for you for us to give you a call? And I would hit save action. Now, if they said yes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up another internal notification. And I'm going to let's pretend that I am the front desk person, or let's pretend Carrie's the front desk person. Carrie's the front desk person, and someone said yes to setting teeth cleaning appointment. They please check when they would like to be called. Right, and then we're going to put another wait here. Wait for a reply. Let's actually label this. When should we give you a call? And then wait for contact to reply. And then hit save. Contact reply. Step which we give you a call. Hit save. Save. All right. So now we send them out their first initial message, and then it waits for their reply. It says, hey, contact first name. This is Austin with ABC Dentistry. We wanted to reach out and say Happy New Year. Would you like to schedule your annual teeth cleaning? They say yes. It's going to send an internal notification to whoever needs to know that, hey, you got someone that needs to be called. Because a lot of times, dental office, like even though you could set up AI to do booking, they may not have the ability to. A lot of dental offices, a lot of healthcare offices, they're not going to allow you to connect their calendar. They're going to want the front desk person to be notified whether you use AI or you just use a workflow like this. They're just want to be notified that, hey, this person needs to be called and we need to get this person an appointment booked ASAP. And then what we're going to do is that notification goes to them and said, someone said yes, a teeth cleaning appointment. Please check when they would like to be called. And we'll get to where they see that. And then the next message that goes out to the potential clients is excellent. Our office will give you a call to schedule an appointment. When is the best time to give you a call? Waits for a response. And when they respond, we'll just hit wait minutes, save action, minutes, save. All right, now this is where I would go back and I would say, you know what? I'm going to go to opportunities and I'm going to go to pipelines and I'm going to go to database reactivation and I'm going to hit edit and I'm going to hit add stage needs to be called. And then I'm going to hit, we could say DND or do not disturb. All right, so now I'm going to go back to my automation, database reactivation, and it's going to wait for them to respond. Once they respond, or even if they don't respond, they might not respond. I think they need to be called either way. So what we'll do is I will update contact opportunity in pipeline database reactivation needs to be called and save. Boom. So now when they say yes, the front desk will be notified saying, hey, someone needs to call this person. When should we give you a call? If they, at the end of the day, if they don't answer that question, This needs to happen immediately. In the next 60 seconds, they need to be called. And then it's going to create that opportunity. It's going to wait for a response. And then if they respond with a time, send internal notification to the user. Let's say Carrie and message body is when they would like to be called. And then you could put the message body in there, save action. So that way they get notified. If that person does respond, it says, hey, give me a call later tonight at 3 or something like that. Then the person gets an internal notification, a text message saying, hey, call that person. The cool thing is because everything is inside of HighLevel, you can have the person, the front desk person, go to the conversation tabs, and they're going to see all this happening in real time in the unread section. Let's go back to automations. Let's go back to database reactivation. Now, let's say that the condition, we're going to create a condition, did not respond. Contact replied. Contact replied. I'm going to hit false. Right. And then I'm going to hit save. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a timeout. Oops, cancel. So wait for reply. And let's say we sent that message a week out. Let's say we want the second message to go out, I don't know, 3 days later. We sent a message 1, we sent a message 2. It waits for a reply. If they did not reply or the time's out. Oh, actually, we do not need to create that anymore. Forgot that they changed that. So we can actually get rid of this one, delete, save action. All right, so timed out and they did not respond. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try message number 2, SMS, and I'm going to say, hey, contact first name. This is when I'm going to throw an offer in there. I forgot to mention, this is Austin. This is Austin again from ABC Dentistry. We forgot to mention that because of the new year, your teeth cleaning is 50% off. Would you like to book that today? And then I'm going to hit save. And then again, I'm going to hit wait for a reply to SMS, save. It's going to wait for them to reply. And then again, we're going to go down the conditions. What I can do is I can hit copy all actions from here, copy them there, and I can paste them there. And now I have a very basic database reactivation campaign that is triggered to reach out to them within. And now I have a database reactivation campaign set up that it sends the first initial message that says, hey, Austin, or hey, contact first name. This is Austin with ABC Dentistry. We wanted to reach out and say Happy New Year. Would you like to schedule your annual teeth cleaning? That waits for a reply. They reply and they say yes. It sends an internal notification saying, hey, someone said yes. When should we give you a call? It updates the opportunity. If they say no, we can update the opportunity and database reactivation. We didn't put one that says no, so we'll do that. What I would like to do is if they say no, we send out an SMS and I go, that is no problem at all. Would it be okay if we followed up a few months to see if anything has changed? And again, I just keep this going with a bunch of yes or no questions. And then again, await, SMS, can we follow up? Save, and then we're going to hit wait for reply. Applied. 2-step, can we follow up? Hit save. And then We're going to do an if, and again, we're going to just do yes, contact replied message contains yes, add branch, no, replied message contains no, save. And then obviously this one is none. So I'm going to hit save. And then this, I'm going to go back here because I want to update the pipeline, hit database reactivation. And then I'm going to say no, follow up later and save. Now back to my database reactivation campaign and zoom out a little bit. All right, so they said yes, that I could follow up. So I'm going to update the opportunity because they said yes. So database reactivation, follow up later, save. And then I will send them an SMS that says, perfect. We will reach out in the future. Have a blessed rest of your day. And then I'm going to hit save. SMS. We will reach out in the future and save. And then if they say no again, what we're going to do is we're just going to put them in the updates. Update contact field, opportunity, database reactivation, said no, and SMS. Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Have a blessed rest of your boom. And then again, this condition right here, I want to set an internal notification. Copy all contacts. Because I want to know if they're saying something that I need to be alerted to. And how I use that section right there. So if they say something that's not built into my condition, and it's something that I've gotten that's been a bit repetitive, then I will go over to the conversation tab. I'll see what they said. Like sometimes, let's say it says right here, can we follow up? Hey, that is no problem at all. Would it be okay if we followed up in a few months to see if anything has changed? And they say, I moved to Canada. So obviously, then I would probably put in my condition a branch that says I moved, and then I would create a customer contact replied message contains moved and save. And then I would update opportunity, and then I would probably mark them as do not disturb, and then probably have them just deleted from the system because obviously they're not going to be in the system. So far, this is the exact database reactivation campaign. So this is the exact database reactivation campaign that I set up for my buddy that booked 14 appointments in less than a week. We sent out the first message that said, hey, this is awesome with ABC Dentistry. We wanted to reach out and say Happy New Year. Would you like to schedule your annual teeth cleaning? They said yes, they said no, they didn't respond, but they said yes. Then the front desk was given an internal notification. Now, we had to tell the person at the front desk, you're going to be getting messages, and these are people that you need to call instantly. And that's exactly what was happening. People would say yes, the person would get pinged. We actually showed them how to use HighLevel. They were calling from inside of HighLevel, or they were using the text feature. Someone said yes, and they were able to go and use the text feature inside of HighLevel to then book the appointment based on the dentist's availabilities, because there were some people that also said, hey, listen, I need a full on root canal. That's why this right here, where it was like, hey, would you like your free teeth cleaning? And the person replies, I actually need a root canal. And so that's why I would get an internal notification to where I could go here, go to the conversation tabs, and it says I need a root canal. And I didn't have any automation set up because I wanted the person at the front desk to be using this system to actually call these people and schedule and book appointments, because the dentist was not going to give me the ability to integrate our calendar with their availability calendar, because their availability calendar was different. They had spaces for teeth cleanings, they had spaces for crowns and fillings and all of that stuff. And so that was a basic setup. And I do always want to, I don't know why I didn't do this, but add contact tag DBR1. Oops, bar1. All right, so we know that every person that went through this workflow, they went through the database reactivation campaign one. Now, here's the cool thing is you can continue to expand onto this. So let's say it timed out and it waited for a reply. And the timeout was, let's say they didn't respond for 14 days. So the timeout was 14 days. So the first message would go out, and then 3 days later, there was another message, and then you waited 14 days. If you wanted to be slightly aggressive, maybe wait a month. But you would do SMS, send SMS, contact first name. I know life can be busy. This is the last week that we are doing the 50% off your teeth cleaning. Would you like to book that today? Hit save, and then last day, and then I'm going to hit save action. And then again, we're going to hit a wait for reply, and then reply to last day. And I'm going to hit save action. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to take this condition over here and I'm going to copy all actions from here and boom. And I'm going to set it up there. So now I have a database reactivation campaign that sends out 3 messages over a 14-day period. Now, if they have a database of over 1,000 people, you're going to book 30 to 40 appointments from something like this alone. Now, again, you don't need the thing is, I know people are wanting to use AI, and AI is really great for appointment booking, responding to ads, and stuff like that. Database reactivation can be a lot more simple because you don't have to do a whole lot of pre-qualification. It's really if you have an offer and want to find the people inside of your database that are ready to come in and get a teeth cleaning, or maybe it's a free teeth whitening, or maybe it's get sized up for Invisalign. Something very simple where they get the first text message, they reply yes, no, or a response that needs to be checked on. Maybe they don't reply at all, and that times out after 3 days, and then it tries again. Hey, we're actually doing 50% off. Yes, no. Maybe we do no, update opportunity, pipeline stage database reactivation, and no. And then if they decide not to respond again, we can go out another 14 days. And then you can even wait, and we could do a timeout. We can do 90 days. And again, we can continue to build out this contact first name. Right now, we are offering teeth whitening for dollars. Would you like to come to schedule your appointment to get your teeth whitened? Save. All right, and that one goes out 90 days later. Okay, so that is step by step how I would build out the most simple database reactivation campaign. I know, Joy, you asked what is the most simple way to build out to make money fast and to set up database reactivation. This would be it. If I was going to go after dentists, and I might even use this now, I already have it built out. I could go to a dentist and my buddy, like I said, what was it? 14 appointments did we say he booked in? I don't know. It was quite a few. I'll have to go through the messages. But the dentist was ecstatic, and the list was only of 400 people, and all we did was start with a message that says, "Hey, haven't seen you in a while. Would you like to come in for your teeth cleaning?" Now, the cool thing is you want to make sure that the dentist has like an escalation process. Okay, so people come into a teeth cleaning, and what they're really coming into for is more like an evaluation. And the dentist is, you got a cavity here, you got a cracked tooth here, blah blah blah, and then they so something like this where I could go to a dentist and I could say, what's your average lifetime, what's the LTV on your, what is a customer worth to you over a year? Let's say they come in for a teeth cleaning, you find a couple cavities, you have to crown a couple teeth, maybe they get Invisalign, and we found it was an average of like $3,000 to $5,000 for the year for one customer. So if I could get them one customer, it could be worth anywhere between $3,000 to $5,000. So booking a dentist 14 or 15 appointments, 14 appointments, let's say 14 appointments times $3,000, I would tell them, so that's 42,000 extra dollars that we could generate just from your list right off the bat. And so that's when I would set them up and tell them like, hey, listen, I'm going to set this up for $3,500 and we'll keep it running. We'll send out another campaign every 30 days and we'll keep this running for $397 a month. And the cool thing is you can just continue to build on every 30, 60, 90 days, another message goes out. Now, I know that there's some of you that have been doing database reactivation for a long time. There's easier ways, there's more complex ways, there's more advanced ways. But this right here, I know works because this is what I did. This is what I did for dentists. Now, I also did this for solar companies, and it was the exact same thing. An add a tag. I said, hey, this is Austin with Innova. We spoke with one of our members. Are you still open to getting solar on your home? And then the conditions, as people responded, it was like, yes, positive intent, no, not right now, wrong number, we have solar, stop, no contact, none. And it would continue to just reach out to them. And we would book tons and tons of appointments. You can see we'd get the internal notifications because I'm all about, yes, AI can go through and AI can book the appointment. But at the end of the day, some of these businesses, they're going to need the person at the front desk to actually book the appointment because you don't have access to their calendar or being able to integrate their calendar. So the next step after you have this built out is obviously running a test. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my data because I have my data in there. And you don't want to send all the data at once. We want to test this and we want to make sure that everything's flowing right. So now I have my database reactivation campaign built out. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to go to my contacts and let's put my contact in there. Austin, yeah. I'm not going to put my cell phone number in there because I'm just not going to do that. But what we're going to do is what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the people that I want to go in there. And I would do this where I would select only 20 people. Okay. And then I'm going to hit add to automation. I'm going to hit OK to proceed. I'm going to hit send database reactivation. I'm going to hit add in drip mode, then action add to DBR campaign. And then I look at the time and I see it's 5:48. So I'm going to pick 5:53. Oh, start on 5:53. That's interesting. It didn't used to do that before. Batch quantity, I'm going to send one every 1 minute. And then I'm going to hit add to automation and boom. Now I just officially launched my very first database reactivation campaign. And if you go up here to bulk actions, you'll be able to see that it's queued and that it's in the queue. Okay. So that is step by step. And then, like I said, this can get a little bit more complex where we go to pipelines, opportunities, database reactivation. So when that first message is sent, let's make sure that. So first message sent, we're going to go to stage pipeline database save. And then we're going to go to, is this message two? Yep, 3 days later, we'll go update opportunity pipeline database reactivation, message two, save, save. Awesome. And then we might as well do it because we're already just rocking and rolling. Pipeline, database reactivation, copy. Let's add stage, Command V, and number three sent. Right. Let's move this up and then save. Right, and then I'm going to go back to my automation and I'm going to hit this and then on message three. So we know message three goes out 14 days later. Update opportunity, pipeline stage, database reactivation, message three sent, save. And boom, right there, you have set up your very first database reactivation campaign. And again, this does involve a person that needs to call the people and actually get on the phone and book the appointment. Now, if you are to use AI, a booking bot, instead of having it notify someone, I would actually have it sent to an AI booking bot like CloseBot or the AI bot inside of HighLevel, and I would let it know all of the information, like where it's like the message that went out. But the thing is, you have to be able to connect it to a calendar and you have to have the availabilities. So if a dentist or a chiropractor actually has a calendar where they're like, yeah, just schedule it wherever there's an open availability, then that's fine. But a lot of offices, they don't just, it's not cut and dry where you can actually book the appointment. It has to go to a person. So again, using AI, all I would do is have the AI bot go through the process of then notifying the front desk based on an objective. So the objective was complete. Let's say, let's say that first message goes out and they say, yeah, I'm interested in coming in. And then the bot says, oh, excellent. We'll have someone give you a call. And then what that would do is I would set up a workflow that then notifies the front desk that hey, the AI says that this person needs to receive a call. At the end of the day, setting it up like this, if you can do it this simple, this is the fastest way to making money. And you can still say it's AI because it's still responding like AI. The cool thing is if this is being done through SMS, you don't have SMS charges and AI charges, you just have the SMS fees. I will get into a future training on how to do a database reactivation campaign using CloseBot, using AI tools. Again, this has worked for me and it's been super simple. I know this works and I know that if they give me 500 contacts and I pump them through this, that it will get people saying, yeah, I'm interested in getting a teeth cleaning. And then the front desk person will then reach out to them. That is step by step how I set up a database reactivation campaign for a dentist office. And that's step by step how to set it up. Let's make sure we went through the checklist. Yeah, and that's step by step how I would set up a dentist database reactivation campaign. Super simple, super light. Again, not going all crazy with AI. But if I wanted to go to a dentist office today and say, hey, I could take your older cold data and turn it into new appointments, and you don't pay me a dime until I book you 10 appointments, literally what I just built, I would take their data and put it in there right now, no questions asked. If someone gave me 500 dental leads right now, I would stick it in there. No, no questions. And then I would just test and find out like what responses are happening. And it wouldn't involve needing to use AI or anything like that because database reactivation can be very simple. Now, when it comes to like speed to lead and responding to ads and responding to Facebook inquiries or responding to form fill inquiries, again, that's a whole different animal. I definitely am going to set up and I'm going to use an AI bot for that. For database reactivation, if I could keep it super simple, because think about how easy this is. I don't need to train that on anything. I don't need to like have it answer any random questions. I just need to find out the people in the database that are interested in that are interested in coming in and I just need to find the people that are interested in coming in and make that appointment, set up, get that person over to the front desk person, tell that front desk person once you get notified, give that person a call. They'll get a text message or an email that says, hey, this person's ready to be called now, or they need to be called at 3 p.m. And I can set up task reminders. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can do. But again, I wanted to set this up super, super simple. Anybody that wants to do database reactivation for dentists, you could literally copy that and you could start working with dentists today. And you could walk into any dentist office and you could say, hey, listen, I could turn your older cold data and turn it into new appointments. Would you be open to taking a look? And I'll book you your first 10 appointments absolutely free. I'll get you your first 10 opportunities absolutely free because their front desk person has to set up the appointments. I'll get you your first 10 opportunities absolutely free before you pay me a dime. And that's how to do it. Let me know if you have any questions. So that is step by step how to set up a database reactivation campaign, start to finish, the entire build out. If you have any questions, please write them in the comments below. And we would love to see you inside of GHL Blueprint. Again, if you need any help with HighLevel or you'd just like to be a part of the community, the link is in the description below. Go to the link now, join us inside of GHL Blueprint, and we would love to have you. See you in future trainings.